Welcome to the after show. We just went live. I was prematurely enunciating, and
I hate premature enunciation. It's
right,
so embarrassing.
right, when it just comes out before you're ready, or before we're done talking about it, or whatever the case may be.
Oh, I have a story.
Oh gosh, here we go. I haven't even got through the intro yet. Go.
Oh my God. Okay, so I work at a liquor store here where I live in Oregon.
Where I work.
Where I work.
Thanks.
So we have this energy drink called Pussy, like literally called Pussy. It's really good, but it's always a good laugh.
I've always found it to be an energy drink myself.
I know, high in protein too.
I agree.
Yeah.
So today, somebody was unloading a case of the Pussy, and something hit one of the cans sharp, and it started spraying. We're like, what the fuck is that smell? No joke. This is literally what went down this morning. We're like, what is that smell? Like, why does it, what? And somebody bent over and he's like, what is it? And the can was like, if you puncture it's carbonated. You puncture a carbonated can, it just sprays. He got Pussy all over his head.
He got sprayed by the Pussy juice all over his head.
So we're like, wow, you must hit that can just right to make it spray like that. It was all of the jokes.
We're gonna ride this because we're not really allowed to say that word, but we're talking about a drink.
It is an energy drink. I will post it in the comments below where you can buy it.
So when we're talking about the fact that Hallie witnessed somebody spray Pussy all over somebody else, it's okay. It's okay to be talking about it on live air.
It's all natural too.
Hey.
Speaking of natural, let's talk about natural traditions that our families have had over the years with the Christmas holiday season. We're attacking Christmas. We've only got tonight's show and one more show before the end of season 2 and our Christmas hiatus, where we get to spend some much needed time with our families on Saturday nights. And Stephanie has assured us that unlike our last hiatus, we are not expected to work during it. We all got a little slap on the hand last hiatus that we took off when Stephanie said, I guess if I don't do anything, then nothing gets done. Yeah. What was your first clue, Steph? So in the show that we just aired live on YouTube at our YouTube page, The Qualk Show, go and subscribe. We talked all about de-gaying for the holidays, things of that nature. Do you go to your parents' house for...
What's so funny?
What, Steph? What?
What?
For all of our Qualk Show friends out there, I just try to surprise our panelists with a new app called Huzza, which would allow us to go live to Facebook.
Yeah.
And apparently there's an 8-second clip that went live of you, Carol, staring at the camera. And then it ended.
And then it's over.
And
I'm sorry.
That tells you my technological skills, as well as I'm glad that I wasn't like picking my nose or something like that while I was doing that.
That was my favorite thing I've ever read.
Wow.
Continue, please.
Wow. So first half, we're talking about de-gaying and do you go to your parents during the holidays if they don't want your partner there and all that kind of stuff. Check out the show. It was awesome. We want to hear your comments on everything. But now we're going to turn the focus a little bit to traditions and Christmas trees, things like Christmas trees, traditions, and treats. What is your family baking up at Christmas? What are you doing with your kids to form those traditions that are going to carry on throughout their lives?
What I want to know.
Here we go.
I want to know. You know what? There's a shot of tequila.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Tis the season, ladies and gentlemen.
Who has a kid tree and who has a pretty tree? On the panel. Who does this?
Okay. I'll let you guys go.
I have one tree.
I know what you mean. I don't have room to have a pretty tree.
I have a tree.
I compromise.
Compromise.
Part of it's pretty, part of it's kid tree.
So what would your compromised kid tree look like? Like nothing on the bottom and just like all decorated on the top.
But my 2.5-year-old doesn't mess with the tree. It's the cats.
Yes.
Right?
This is my first year with cats. I'm terrified.
But that was in my mind, right? Oh no, it's the opposite. The cats don't really even mess with the tree. It's a 2.5-year-old that wants to touch and get onto everything and mess with all of the ornaments. So
Yeah. So we don't really have a lot of room for a Christmas tree in our house, and with our daughter being almost 1 year old, 2 weeks away, oh my God, my little baby, we have decided that a Christmas tree is not the best idea in our place. Plus, we don't really have family over here. We go upstairs because we share a house with Nicole's sister. We either go upstairs to the main portion of the house, or we go over to her mom's for Christmas Day. So there'll be trees there. But Nana was having none of that. So Nana has actually helped us start a new Christmas tradition that Nicole and I are super excited about. Nana heard we weren't doing a tree, and Nana is an artist. So Nana took it upon herself, as she often does, to make us a Christmas tree. So Nana has made us a wooden Christmas tree with, what was it called? Wainwright board? Wainscoting. There's someone in this Yahoo in the background over here helping me out. Wainscoting boarding, which almost looks like panel boarding. It almost looks like different layers of the tree, and cut it. I don't know if she has a saw or what. Cut it into a tree with a trunk. Painted it, hung lights all over it, hung ornaments all over it. You can use like felt. I know you can use felt and Velcro in the years to come, so that Taya can and any future brothers or sisters can put their own little ornaments on there. And I think it's going to become a Christmas tradition in our family. So it's how big would you say it is, Nicole? 4 feet. She didn't even guess. She's like 4 feet.
4 feet.
Like, what?
That's
so
cute.
yeah, Nana is amazing. So we weren't gonna have a Christmas tree. Now we are. It's gonna be unique. It's gonna be awesome, and I fully intend it to become a regular tradition in our family, along with probably
hipster Christmas tree.
Oh, what is there any other
Super.
kind in this household?
Right?
I mean, just for the record, my partner actually went out today and took part in a nude photo shoot with 50 other women with censor tape wrapped around their privates, I believe.
I can't wait to see those pictures.
About body positivity and censorship and women's rights and all that kind of stuff, and participated with 50 other women in this. So are we living in a hippie household? You be the judge.
You can't say no.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you mean by a Christmas tree in your house? So is it decorated, Amanda?
It is. I've always hung the lights and everything, but this year we have a pre-lit tree.
Okay.
And we normally have to like assemble it, and we put them all in piles, but this year it literally unfolds. It's amazing.
Cool. I love it when it just unfolds.
The kids are like, what happened to like making all the piles and putting I'm like, I've made it such a tradition that this was the first year where we just literally, it opened up and then we just laid it out and the lights were all on it. And I was like, I'm kind of loving this.
I love it. For you guys watching at home right now, what are you doing for Christmas this year? What are you doing to decorate the tree? If you've got
real or fake?
Real or fake, number one. Number two, if you've got kids, do you even bother? What kind of family traditions do you have? We're going to be talking about all of it over this half hour. We want to hear from you. We want to shout you out. We want to have this discussion be back and forth instead of us just talking at you. So we've talked about the Christmas trees. What about ornaments, little things like that? Like, do you hang a wreath on your door? Or do they just get stolen nowadays? Do you hang your Christmas cards all over the house? What kind of things can we expect in each of your households when we walk in? Does Christmas puke in your house, or is it relatively benign?
Usually, Christmas threw up in my house 2 weeks ago.
One of the things that we do is to count down to Christmas, we take construction paper, red and green, and we cut it in strips and we make the chain. Okay. And then we tear it off so the kids know they can count how many days till Christmas.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, I like that.
Actually, that's a really good idea, because I saw a feed earlier today on one of the mom chat things talking about please don't buy my kid chocolate for Christmas. Please don't buy them chocolate advent calendars. Please don't buy them any of these things. Kids don't need it. I guarantee that her partner and her would be the ones eating it if you buy said chocolates or anything like that. The kid will not get it. So I like that, because a lot of people are also, it kind of coincides with our show next week about healthy eating and getting through the holidays without completely blowing yourself up, or unless you've blown yourself up before the holidays, but that's a story for another day. But you know, and that's a really good suggestion, is tearing off these links one by one is for the days. What are some of the other advent calendar ideas you guys have heard of that don't involve candy or chocolate?
So there's one that I really want, and it's a Zoom advent calendar. And if anybody follows me on Facebook or any type of social media, you know that I'm a.
Where would they follow you, Hallie?
Actually, it's just my main page. It's Hallie Jane. You can look me up. HALLEY Jane. That's me.
Or hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Exactly. I love those, but I like the reusable ones where it's like a shape and there's little drawers and you can put stuff in there, because I am
cute.
For sure about I don't like sugar oriented things. It can
As
be
a treat,
treats, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
there can be different food things, but I don't like food oriented treats. It freaks me out. Plus I like that you can change things, like I saw one where they had an active service. Even the 3-year-old, it was like, draw a picture for your brother, or help somebody, you know, it was a treat for them and an active service that they did every single day. And I think that's a good thing, especially when they're little, to remember the season and remember what we're, you know, that it's not, I am not a Christian-based woman at all, but it's about being with each other and taking care of each other. And though we only do it for one season, at least freaking do it.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Steph? I know that you're on a health journey, you and Adria, trying to teach your kids, you know, the values of food and different things. What kind of things are you going to do to create traditions that don't involve food necessarily?
That's a hard question.
Right?
Still haven't
Right?
figured it out.
I know.
We
Tell
have
me
been
about it.
healthy since June. And
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, we ate portions, but we didn't really stop ourselves from eating what we wanted to eat. So we don't know. Actually, can I just extend that question out to anybody who watches the show? And can you give me advice? Because truthfully, I don't really know. Food is such a part of our culture at the holidays. It's like,
100%.
I never thought about how to redefine that until it was here. And I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, Facebook. You can beep that out. My daughter might be making an appearance on the show tonight. I hear the little hand slaps coming down the hallway. But what kind of traditions are you guys doing out there in Facebook land with your kids? And what kind of things other than advent calendars and the tree? What about the elf on the shelf? We touched on that a little bit. Are you guys doing the elf? Are you getting into 20 years worth of commitment to the elf? Stephanie, what's your thoughts on the elf?
What is, if Adria doesn't do it, it's not getting done.
I actually have something
I don't
different.
like the elf.
It's not elf
What is that?
related.
Oh.
I'm curious.
We call it Ladybug Jack in our house. And Ladybug Jack, Riley's been having a difficult time with her behavior lately. So Adria thought bringing Ladybug Jack would help, and it does to a degree. But she had to go back to the reward chart because even Ladybug Jack can't fix what's happening in this house.
Oh no.
Oh no. Tell her, just get Santa on the phone and let her know like she's in big trouble on the 25th if she doesn't smile.
Services where Santa will call your children. That's the next step.
I want to
do
on
we
the
have
Santa.
a date.
I want to jump on the Santa thing when you guys are ready.
Yeah, do it.
But Hallie was saying something, so I wanted to finish.
At daycare, at Casey's daycare, which is my best friend of 23 years, when the kids start getting a little, especially during Christmas break, they get a little antsy and they get a little weird, and they threaten to email Santa. They're like, we are also elves, and we will email Santa if you guys are having a rough day. So you need to turn it around, or he's getting a full report.
This is perfect for what I'm about to go into. I was at Walmart today with my 11-year-old, and she got new glasses, and I hear this kid screaming at the top of his lungs, and his mom's like, I'm going to tell Santa. And I just said out loud, like, parent your child.
Yeah.
Why do you need to threaten the life of Santa, of gifts and all this stuff? Just parent your children?
Yeah, exactly.
I know that like being it's such a jerk, and I was like, I'm sorry, but like part of me in my head was like, don't make the Santa magical fun thing like come out to be this big bad guy because you don't want to be a parent right now. I know it sounds so terrible, but in my head,
that's true. I guess I'm just so used to blaming all the bad stuff on Nicole, anyways, that I don't really need a Santa. She's the parenting parent. I'm the fun mom.
No, decorating. You would decorate outside their house?
You know, because we rent and we have a basement suite, we are not part of the decorating team. But I did decorate at work because I work in a house there. I will admit we took the lazy way out this year because my fat ass is not getting up on a ladder and stringing Christmas lights all around her house. So we went to Walmart. Shout out Walmart. You can sponsor us, and if not, you can go to hell because we all hate you. Sorry. Did I say that out loud?
According to Walmart, we're going to hell.
Exactly. Exactly. My point. But we actually went and bought one of those laser lights for her place, and it's super cute and easy. And my only concern was like people going around and stealing them. But I guess I watch too much crime shows because nobody else seems to be as concerned as I do.
No, I think that people probably do steal things, but I'm in an apartment. Like I can't really decorate, and
you can decorate your balcony.
I totally actually am going to. Well, I'm really torn this year because this is the first year that my grandpa just passed away a few months ago. So this is the first year without my grandpa. My grandma's going to visit my uncle in Idaho. My moms are going to be in Minnesota for Christmas. I don't have my daughter Christmas morning. I'm working 2 jobs. So it's like, part of me was like, yeah, I love Christmas. And the other part of me is like, why? Nobody's going to be here. I'm never home.
Yeah.
I don't have my daughter. I mean, she comes home on Christmas Eve and Christmas night, but
see, and for me, I'm having the exact opposite experience this year. I have not given a rat's ass about Christmas for about 20 years. It's nothing to me. If anything, it's just depressing because I don't have a big family. I don't have, both my parents are single children. I have no aunts and uncles other than loved ones that we've formed.
You have us.
Exactly. I have my family.
But we're not having dinner together.
Exactly. But the point is I've never really had anything to look forward to. And that as a new parent is what I would say is I'm finally excited about Christmas this year. And next year, I'm sure it'll all be even more excited because Taya will be a little bit more into it. But, you know, for me, having Taya has been a rebirth of imagination and youth and wanting to form these new traditions for her after I had no one to carry on my family traditions with for so many. I'm super stoked about the Christmas this year, and I finally feel like I have my Christmas family. My what's that channel that always airs the love stories on TV?
Hallmark.
Hallmark. Yeah, I've got like my Lifetime. I've got my finally have my Hallmark moment. What about you guys? What about you, Steph? Does Christmas changed at all between having your own family? Does it feel more Christmassy making Christmas for your kids than it did just taking part in your family Christmas as an adult?
It feels like an extension of my Christmas, but it feels more Jewish now because I married a Jew.
There you go. There you go.
So I was very, even though I had a Jewish close friend, I never called it Happy Holidays. I always said Merry Christmas, and I never considered that it would offend somebody when I would say that. So now that I'm like, it feels icky to say Merry Christmas because right around the same time, I'm celebrating Hanukkah. And while Hanukkah is not a big deal to the Jews, by the way, Hallmark made it a big deal to the Jews. It's important to my kid, and she goes to a Jewish school. So I don't want to decorate my house and then half of her classroom doesn't celebrate it and have to explain that. So we just say Happy Holidays and we embrace the holiday season and we do all the seasonal things, but we celebrate 2 traditions. And my family's always very much celebrated Christmas. So I keep it about my family for Christmas, and we invite Adria's family to usually take part. And then I make Hanukkah very much about Adria's family, and then sometimes we'll invite my grandparents to take part, depending on what's happening. So
I love it. So for you guys watching at home, comment now. When you had families, did it feel more like Christmas because you were providing new memories and new traditions to your kids? Or did it feel more like Christmas when you were a little kid and living through your parents' memories? That's an interesting kind of question on that. We're going to be talking next week about, I'm sure, about baking healthy things through the holidays with Jamie and eating somewhat healthy, or at least having limited
control.
Limited cheats over the holidays. But this week, this is my week. What are you guys making? The ooeyest, gooeyest? Is there Christmas baking going on in any of your homes?
Ooh,
next weekend, yeah, baby.
Okay, tell me about it.
What are you doing, Stephanie? I'm going to bring up a picture of my pie caking because it was thebomb.com.
Oh, correction. I don't bake anything. My mom bakes cookies with the kids and I eat them.
Yeah. That's what's
happening.
Is it like a specific day that you guys do it, or is it just you try to do it before Christmas?
We try to do it before Christmas every year since I was little. There was like a huge gap of time where we didn't do it, but we tried to resurrect it before one of my older aunts passed away. So my family's Italian on that side, and they did the very intricate Italian cookies where there'd be like 1,000 cookies, no joke, and it would be an entire day commitment. And then it's since kind of, because I have little kids, it's sort of dumbed its way down to where my mom will make like 1 or 2 like homemade cookies for the kids, but then she buys like the roll-up Pillsbury one where you cut it in there because that's a little bit more manageable. And then she'll go like full-on cookie making with my older niece and nephew on a different day. So we have like it's a more thing. But as my girls get older, I'm sure that they'll be making all the custom cookies I did when I did it with my grandma, with my mom.
Amanda, I know you've got lots of allergies and different things to deal with in your family, as a lot of people out there do. What kind of things are you baking in your home over the holidays that are, gluten friendly, vegan friendly, a number of other things?
Cardboard, yeah. Okay. Gluten-free vegan, which means there's no eggs, there's no dairy, there's nothing animal products, right? And gluten-free. But we have a chocolate that's safe that we can use. So I like to make peanut butter balls. Those are really good. Oatmeal cookies, not with raisins, because that's why people have, trust issues.
Well said. Well said.
For the record, I love oatmeal raisin cookies, but
me too.
But
you get what I'm saying.
Oh, absolutely. Totally you're like, saying. Chocolate.
Yeah.
Not chocolate. Not chocolate.
You guys watching at home, have you ever been tricked by a raisin cookie? Go on, Amanda.
We want to know. And then like there's gluten-free pretzels. So like we do like the pretzel sticks that we'll dip in our safe chocolate. And I make like the puppy chow type, with the Chex cereal and all. So I mean, we definitely have our, goodies. I'm used to cooking goodies the first week of December all the way till the end.
Yeah.
This year I transitioned to a full-time working mom. Mm-hmm. So I'm not doing that stuff. And the week before Christmas, I'm on a business trip until Thursday.
So you're going to be relying, surprise, on Elizabeth.
Hi, Elizabeth. Welcome to the family. I want to marry you.
Elizabeth,
and...
you're it.
No.
Like you, Carol, that she feels the same way, right? Yeah. Her Christmas has totally switched and is different. Maybe not as depressed or lonely feeling, but she felt like there was something else that was coming her way. And now she's got 4 kids and, doing a full hot time. Mom taking on the whole thing of Christmas. I'm excited because I don't have to do alone.
Yeah.
Yes, in a marriage, but most dads, I mean, I'm not saying all.
Yeah, of course not.
Don't jump in and help, right? Usually moms kind of take over that, and now I don't have to be alone in it, and so that's nice. But
I love it. So we've covered trees, we've covered baking. What are some of your?
We didn't really cover trees. So my main thing is, because I know I do this, I'm notorious for it. We do the tree. I let Casey decorate it. She has a great time. She goes to bed, I fix it. Because it's like a cluster of ornaments right here and a cluster of ornaments right here. And it's like all at her eye height. And I'm like, no. So She goes to bed and I'm like, okay, let's make this look nice. I can't. I absolutely
Does she
can't.
wake up the next day and be like, Mom?
Nope, she has no idea.
No, she
Well,
doesn't.
yeah.
She doesn't
Although
care.
she's listening to me right now, she's all,
I'm proud of her.
I just got found out.
I love it. I love it. So what about presents?
My wife just does it in front of my kids. Like if Riley puts it somewhere else, she'd be like, no, it goes here.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about Adria when Hallie was talking about that. I was going to say, we're talking about you, Adria. So I'm glad that you piped in there.
Our only viewer.
Hey, if she's anything, she's reliable.
Exactly.
She's the most reliable person I ever met.
Aw. Well, then she doesn't need a Christmas gift, Adria. She has you. So what about, let's talk about gifts. Amanda and I were talking on the first half of the show that you can watch on the Qualk show on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. And we were talking about this thing that Nicole wants to do, which is something you want, something you need, something you wear, something you read. And at first I was kind of not into it because I'm a spoiler. And then I
you
realized,
buy your child a gift every friggin' day, Carol.
not every day, not every
day.
Day.
Every other day.
If I go
4 days out of the week.
If I go into a store, I get her a gift.
You get caught by the grandma grabbers.
I know.
That's what my mom calls them.
I know. I'm the worst. And it's all for me. It makes me feel good. She doesn't even look at it. That's how I show love, I guess, is one of the ways. But so what kind of things are you guys doing? Are you spoiling your kids in today's economy? Are you taking it easy? Do you get them one major thing that they love and then just stocking stuffers? How are you celebrating in your house? Do they get anything? Or do you take them out to feed the homeless on Christmas Day and show them what Christmas is really about?
So you know what got me to actually do just the 5 gifts?
Yeah.
I went crazy.
Yeah.
And one Christmas they got 8 American Girl dolls.
Yeah.
They got like a $400 American Girl doll house, completely furnished.
Wow.
I dropped thousands of dollars.
Wow.
Because they were like, Mom, I want this, right? Christmas morning comes along. They are so overwhelmed, you guys, that they did not know where to start. And the appreciation of the things, of these $110 dolls that were accidentally getting stepped on.
Yeah.
And they appreciate them now, like, and stuff. But I'm saying is, like, I realized then for me that it was like, Mom, get a hold of it.
Yeah.
Like, that is ridiculous. And so now when they get stuff, they cherish and value it, even if it's 5 things, and then they have their Santa gift. And then, of course, the extended family gets stuff. And I thought to myself, that is more than enough.
100%.
9 times out of 10, it's the parents that is thinking, I'm not doing enough, or overindulging.
Yeah, or keeping up with the Joneses, which we've discussed on other shows. I agree. There's a commercial that comes on my video game Yahtzee that I play on my phone. I've just shown you exactly how cool I am. And in between each roll on my Yahtzee game, commercials come up if you don't pay the premium, which I'm too cheap to pay. And one of the commercials,
Yahtzee, if you want to sponsor us, we'd be more than happy.
Exactly. But one of the things that I kind of am amused at is that they're running a Christmas promo right now for Winners, Marshalls, and whatever the other third one is that's associated with those 3. And it says who's going to win Christmas. And it's got 3 different competing moms and who's going to win Christmas. So no wonder we feel like we have to spoil our kids.
It's such crap. It's such crap, but it's also a double-edged sword because I love giving gifts. Yeah. I think I see things and I'm like, oh my God, this would be perfect for this person. And I think about these things all year long. So I love to give gifts to people. I personally hate receiving gifts. Now I like gifts, but it makes me uncomfortable to have to open them.
I am so with you.
Oh my God. I hate, it freaks me out. But I also know that my child now is in a split family. So she has her 5 gifts for me and 5 gifts from her mom.
Yeah.
And she has Grammys and grandmas and duckies and mimis and greats and aunts and uncles and aunts and uncles.
Yeah.
I can't.
I want a ducky and a mimi.
I know her ducky and mimi are awesome. That's what she calls my mom's.
Oh.
What about you, Steph? What about you guys? How do you keep expectations in check over the holidays with the kids?
I'm trying to do that with the whole family, actually, because I don't talk to my brothers and sisters a lot throughout the year, and my parents are old and they have everything they want. So the pressure of having to give extended family members gifts when you have children is way worse than trying to figure out what to do with your own kids.
Get them a consumable. So that's one. Liquor, food, done.
Yeah.
Well, my family, this is not the case with Adria's family. It would be nice if we can convert it, but with my family, we don't do gifts for the adults. We only focus on the kids. That's because why, right?
Yeah.
Being said, when I do focus on my kids, I know she's getting Hanukkah gifts. She's getting Hanukkah party gifts where her parents and my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law bring them generally 8 presents apiece. And then we give a present every day for 8 days while we light the candle. I'm like, that's a lot of gifts already. So Santa will bring like 2 or 3 bigger gifts.
Yeah.
Like the hatch animal.
I'm gonna ask for. Yeah, because my in-laws will pretty much buy them whatever they want. And my mom and my dad will give them things they think they want. So we kind of try to go in the middle of that. And then we are big stocking families. I've always loved my stocking more than my actual gift. And so I focus on that. But I try to do like the learning toys and like pay attention to like the educational component of things.
Yeah.
So this year, like Riley got a map like, where we can pinpoint where we went. And like,
so did I when I was a kid, but I didn't like it. I wanted to slash my wrist because everybody else got a Cabbage Patch Kid.
Well, then you didn't want me to be your mom.
Riley's a different kid. Riley loves the solar system and this and that, and that's what she's into.
I love it.
Yeah, exactly.
What'd you say?
Your kid's a nerd and I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, my kid is such a nerd.
She's going to be a doctor or something, yeah.
She wants to be a princess astronaut, so you heard it here first.
I like it. I like it.
But Riley appreciates everything, and then here's the thing, she wants a Hatchimal, right? Like every other kid wants a Hatchimal. We had them in our Target. I was like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen, so we put it back. My father-in-law has gone to every freaking store, and there are women that are selling them on like local
I bet
garage sales or online sales or whatever
for thousands of dollars.
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
And so I rationalize that as the lesson here is don't get the toy that she thinks she wants that she's going to play with for 10 minutes and spend 3 times the amount. If my in-laws want to do that, that's fine, but I'll never be that parent because I feel like it would be a missed opportunity there.
Yeah. That brings up another question, and we're running out of time, but I want to know, how hard would you try to get your kids that one gift? Every Christmas, there's that one thing that everybody wants and you can't find anywhere. So how hard are you going to try to get your kid that gift? If that's all they want, let's talk about no monetary things. They're the best kid in the world. They just want one thing. They just want a Hatchimal. How hard are you?
They don't freaking want a Hatchimal.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Amanda?
So my oldest daughter last year wanted the pregnant Barbie.
Okay.
No longer sold. Yes, no longer sold in stores. And she wanted it. And my kids, oh man, I will commend myself. They are okay with secondhand toys. They do not care.
Yeah.
If it is wrapped in wrapping paper, they will be excited that it's theirs. But she was like,
I love it.
And I would also like Alan, which is the husband, and I'd also like this. And I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll find this. No big deal. What did I get myself into? Is the only thing that she wanted. And this was me. She's like, Mom, it doesn't matter if it's not in the box. But because it was a Santa gift, it needed to be in the box, right?
Right.
So I went on to eBay. And I ended up dropping a couple $100 just to get the one thing. And then I had to drop another $80 for the other thing. Another $60 for the stroller and all that.
I love it. She saw you coming. She saw you coming.
So wait, I want to know. So the Santa gift in your house is wrapped? Because in mine,
in either 2 things. One, like a Santa type bag.
Yep.
Or a special Santa paper that only Santa Claus has.
Oh.
See, and that's funny. Through my whole childhood and now my child's childhood, your Santa gift is the only one that is unwrapped. Your stocking has special wrapping paper, but your Santa gift, made by the elves, clearly
Now I love that.
He's given to you and is set in front of the tree.
That's why
I see where we're going with that.
The stockings are allowed to be opened.
Yeah.
While moms are sleeping.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you have to wait to open the Santa gift.
Yeah. Do you guys do the one Christmas, or do you guys open one present on Christmas Eve?
Yes.
Yep.
No.
Okay.
Christmas pajamas and a new movie every damn year.
You know what? And I saw that tradition started too, and I think I want to do that too. Christmas Eve gift is always a pair of pajamas, a movie, a hot chocolate or something, and a snack, or popcorn or something. I think that's a great tradition too. I love those.
I love it. It's been happening since I was little. I know every year I'm getting pajamas from my mom. Now I usually open them on Christmas, but I always get pajamas from my mom, and I'm like, yeah, new Christmas jammies.
Yeah, exactly. And I used to be jealous of my friends who had those types of traditions. Not that we didn't have our own, but I'm adopted into a family that was not in my gene pool, and so I always wanted what everybody else. I always wanted what everybody else was doing because it always seemed more fun. But yeah, it's such a. The holidays are really whatever you make it for you and your family. And that's one of the great things about being a parent is that, guess what? It's your choice. It's your call on how you're going to set these traditions up. And obviously, as they get older, they're going to want to incorporate some things or do some things. But it's really exciting to have the power of magic, really, for your kids. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
it's so sweet.
Yeah.
I think if I have a tip for parents that are new parents for stockings, talk to your Santa Claus.
Yes, of course.
You want to sleep in a little bit. Santa Claus, it's usually probably Mrs. Claus doing it, that there is either a chocolate milk or a milk inside, like our almond milk doesn't need to be cold.
Yeah.
And there's cereal, dry cereal in the little boxes, so they can go ahead and have their breakfast.
That's adorable. I love that.
I don't know what
you ain't got to wait for mama. In fact, have breakfast and wake me up when you're done.
My ex-wife, I would roll over at 5:30, like, to readjust, and she'd be like this. Like, my ex-wife loves Christmas. Like, she would be the one to be like, I'd be like, what? She's like, are you awake? I'm sorry, I'm awake. You want to go open presents? I'm like, dude.
I was like that as a kid. Now my best present would be to let me sleep in. But I think that'll change as Taya gets older, and I want to see her surprise in her eyes on Christmas morning. This year, she's not going to really.
I have to be the first one down with the GoPro up the steps.
Yes,
of course you do.
Love it,
Stephanie. I want a GoPro from your angle, so you need to go buy another GoPro and attach it to Riley's chest, so that if she's
you want Riley cam?
I want Riley cam, but I also want your cam. So I need like mom cam, Riley cam.
That would be funny.
Okay.
That would be super
cool. Well, I've built mounts on the other stuff that she's done, so I can make that happen.
I love it. I love it. Thank you guys, everybody, for tuning in tonight. I hope that you had a chance to comment and leave your Christmas traditions, because we want to read them. We want suggestions. That's how we come up with ideas, is talking to other people, talking to friends. If you are feeling lonely and not sure what to do with Christmas, that's what we're here for. We're, chat to us, talk to us, anything that you want to do. And we can include you in our plans and our families over the holiday season. You're never alone.
Be alone on Christmas morning. So if anybody wants to live chat,
if you want to wake up and drink with Hallie on Christmas morning, I feel like that might be going on.
Please go live and get drunk on eggnog, please.
Exactly.
I hate eggnog, but I have a whole bottle of peppermint schnapps that I will get schnapps on.
My family always did. I'm thinking mimosas, but I don't. Is that champagne and orange juice? Is that mimosa? That's what my family did that's what my family did. And in fact, it took me a while as a non-drinker to really get comfortable with Christmas, because Christmas was a drunk fest from 9 a.m. I drank champagne and orange juice.
Ours wasn't a drunk fest. I have amazing memories with my in-laws. I know we're trying to wrap up, but we always did a shot before we opened gifts. That's just what we did every year. Shot, whiskey, tequila, whatever you wanted.
Kids are doing Jaeger. Kids are doing Jaeger bombs before their next present.
Alabama Slammers, no big deal.
Sounds like Amanda and I are the hot chocolate type.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's fine.
Whatever you're doing and whoever you're doing it with, we wish you all A Merry Little Christmas.
That's right.
Tune in next week for our last show of season 2. We're going to have Jamie Messina on. We're talking about being healthy over the holidays, and I'm sure we'll digress into tons of other stuff like we usually do. And we're just so glad and so grateful that you choose to spend your time with us. So until next time, remember, there is always something to quack about. Nice pussy, Hallie.
Thanks. This cat hates me. Yeah.